I noticed that.
All right, everybody. Here we are with another Woods Report. All right. So, I figure, again, rather than me typing all of my opinions about everything, I would just come live, go ahead and do my video, and then upload it on my YouTube channel. So, I have my sister here. Say hi, Lenora.
Hey.
All right. And my mom is in the back. What's up, Ma?
Hello.
All right.
Say hello.
Hello. How you doing there? She love being on TV, y'all. It don't even matter what it is. Video, television. Hey, how you doing? She'll start singing if I ask her to start singing.
Oh no.
So anyway, what we're gonna talk about is I wanted to give my feedback on Oscars and also the update on the Gail controversy with Kobe Bryant. Oh yeah, Jussie Smollett too. He in the news too. So let's talk about the Oscars. So what did you think about the opening act with what's her name? Janae? Is it Janelle? Janelle or Janae?
I thought it was good. It was a lot of energy. I like her anyway. She's good actress. She's a good performer. And they opened up with a lot of energy, variety, and how she came out. Audience participation, singing to the audience, they replying back, a call and reply response way she set it up. So it was good.
Okay. Is there anything about it that you didn't like? I have some stuff, but you go ahead.
About the opening?
Yeah, about the opening.
They did make a comment about when she first came out, her shirt was unbuttoned. She played that off very well because she came out like Mr. Rogers, you know, when he's putting on his sweater. So because she was getting dressed, she was able to play that off and button up her sweater that popped open.
I thought it was too much yelling. Am I the only one who thought
what do you mean too much yelling?
I just felt like I was at I was just like, is this church? Like, is it?
I think they needed that. They needed that. That's a dry audience, and they needed some yelling and some hollering and some dancing in the audience.
But why it always gotta be black people that gotta come up yelling? Like,
look, if we do it well, I can't complain. If we do it well, we do it a lot. They yell too. Rock stars.
But I'm saying, how come they don't open up?
They scream. They don't even yell.
Right.
We yell with the beat, with the they scream. They holler with
like
the
Ozzy Osbourne, like Ozzy Osbourne. Okay, so yeah, for the most part, I thought it was energetic. I thought it was good.
So you thought they was too loud as far as the yelling?
Yeah, I just thought it was just loud. But that could just be me.
I liked it.
What did you think about Billy Porter? He actually had on pants. He didn't wear a dress.
He had on dress. He had on pants at the other gala. With the little when his hat opened up. Was that a pantsuit? He's always over the top.
But what do you think about him wearing a dress anyway? You know how I am. So what's your
him. That's him.
Yeah,
that's
I don't care.
That's his style.
I feel like people can wear what they want to wear, and people need to mind their own business on what people wearing. To me, as long as you're not exposing yourself, don't nobody want to see all of that, then you can wear what you want to wear. Now, be prepared for us to talk about you. If you wear what you want to wear, be prepared because
you're gonna get some backlash and some criticism and some comments.
Because I'm a big girl, but I'm not Lizzo. Lizzo be wearing everything, and sometimes I'm like, really, Lizzo?
And Lizzo had to quit social media for a little bit because she got a lot of backlash. She got a lot of negative comments, about how she dresses and stuff. So if you got to be ready for, the negative criticism. If it's you and that's how you flow, as long as you're not offending anybody or being really, vulgar. Be yourself.
And then even too, I'd say, even if you're offending people, as long as you ready to receive whatever, because people gonna say whatever you say. Like if you go online, like right now I'm online. Like right now I'm putting myself out there. So it's people sitting there now like, dang, her teeth is mixed up. She got a lot of spaces in her teeth. I got a lot of spaces in my teeth.
She's talking about somebody else's teeth. How dare she? Yeah.
See? So be ready for it. But just know, and then here's the other side though, Lenore. If you talk about my teeth and you write something about it, be ready for the backlash. Because I'm sure they'll come back at you.
See, that's the environment our current president has made comfortable to do.
Yes, he's cracking on people.
He's made it comfortable to say, "Yo, mama, oh, you got a big head. I got a big head. Your mother got a big head. And people like that. They looking at it going, who gonna crack on next?
But he is the president of the United States of America. We have a president of the United States of America who will crack on you. Yeah. I ain't never heard of that in my life.
He'll come back at you if you
stand up and say, Mr. President, I have a question. Why did you send the troops over to Iran? He'll turn around and say, why does your mother look like a duck? And the person will be like, what?
Where'd that come from? And people are
why do you have on a hairpiece? And you'll be like, I'm just asking.
If you come at him, he's coming back at you. We all should know that now. And his wife,
you said that, Ma? His wife said that.
Her platform is bullying. Her husband is a bully himself.
Oh God! He'll come back more.
All right. We got off the. You see how we
get off of?
We always get off the topic. Anyway. Okay. So the opening was good.
Okay.
What things stood out to me? I love Brad Pitt. So Brad Pitt gonna stand. Brad Pitt is like my white guy crush.
Not aging. He still looks good.
Brad Pitt look good. So if I had to go, do the swirl, definitely Brad Pitt.
Okay.
And then what else stuck out? I thought our comedy was good. They splashed a lot of comedy
when they
throughout.
Opened up with Steve Martin and Chris Rock. I like that.
Yes.
The jokes they told. People were hoping that they were the host.
Right.
But that word had already gone out that there was no host.
Right. And then I like that. I like the Cats with Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
And I like Maya and Kirsten, whatever her that when they were singing, doing the songs.
We do more than comedy. We sing.
We're actors.
Drama actors.
We're actors. Yes. And then I liked what's his name? Eminem. I thought Eminem was a shot. Eminem, here's my take on Eminem. Okay. Eminem is a trade. You know how Dave Chappelle did the black delegation? We trade a black person and the white people trade a white person over to us. Eminem is part of the black delegation. So, but my question is, who did we trade for him? We have to trade a black rapper to get Eminem. Yeah, we got a trade-off. Got to be a trade-off. So somebody has to go for us to get Eminem, and I can't remember who we decided to trade for Eminem.
Chance the Rapper?
No, we don't trade Chance. Are you out of your mind?
Look, I'm trying to find somebody that's a crossover.
We was getting ready to trade Kanye, but he on the fence.
Yeah, and he didn't kind of went into that whole gospel thing. So we got to leave him alone now.
But we definitely got to trade. So the question is, who is the black rapper? It could be somebody from now or somebody from the past. We have to, in order to make the playing field even, we have to trade a black rapper for Eminem. That's part of the delegation.
Wow.
Now, speaking of delegations, well, that's it for the Oscars. Unless you got something else about the Oscars. I don't see anything else about the Oscars really talk about.
There was no blacks, no females. They've said that all throughout the night with the female thing, and you kind of got beat in the head with that one.
Yeah.
We get it. We want more female directors, more female, to be represented in that, and it's going to have to be by their peers, because who does the voting?
Yeah, it's the peers.
It's the various actresses and actors now.
So that was my take on the Oscars. I thought it was good. It kept my interest, which was, a long show that actually kept my interest. So talking about black delegation, I saw a comedian talk about trading Gail King for Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, you know what? Wow, that don't match.
This brings us to the Gail King.
Because that's comedian versus new TV person.
Just being funny.
Oh.
So this brings us to the latest topic, which is the Gail King. Mm-hmm. Do you think that Snoop Dogg went too far? Because I gave my own video. If you look at my video before this. Oh, I'm sorry, I paused it. I gave my viewpoint on how I felt like she was wrong. But do you think that Snoop Dogg's response was over the top?
Here.
Okay, go.
When I first heard his response, of course I was taken back, because we love this country with freedom of speech, and like you said earlier, sometimes our freedom of speech can hurt people and offend folks, and we may have to get the punch for it. But when he came back recently and apologized, that's the Snoop that I was hoping was in the news has changed, and he's changing. And
so for those of you who don't know,
he apologized for calling her out of her name.
Okay, there you go.
And talking about the negative things he did say. He was angry.
He said, we're going to come get you.
He said, I'm going to have a talk with her, and I'm going to say face to face. I appreciate Snoop doing that. I really do. Because the first response, yeah, he was upset, but you don't need to call people out their names and call and talk about their mama or anything like that. But when he came back, that's why I'm glad, understanding we're human. We make mistakes. We get angry. We get, whatever the emotion is. But if we take ownership of it, apologize sincerely, and move on. That's what he did. And I appreciate that about Snoop Dogg.
Well, my take on it is, I'm glad that he came and he, apologized. But to be honest with you, even if he didn't apologize, I didn't really care. Because I felt like that was his initial true response. And to me, in my opinion, Gail has to take responsibility for when you, again, the same thing I opened up with this video. When you put something out there, see, I think she's never had that before.
Right.
Because a lot of celebrities get their lives threatened and people dog them out. She's never like that because everybody loves Gail. So when everybody loves you, and then all of a sudden you the most hated person in the country, it went from night to day for her. And I think that was a lot for her to take in at one time. And again, like I said, I like Gail and Oprah. So imagine people who don't like them. If you don't like them, then that was your moment to pound.
I don't care either way, per se. I feel like I really felt that she should still take ownership of that. Given that, yeah, we knew that happened in Kobe Bryant's past, and we knew even from the news that he was not convicted of that, and that was why bring that up again? And even if she was to ask that question to Lisa, was it Lisa, right?
Yeah.
After Lisa responded, Gail should have left it alone.
Right. I think it was the follow-up.
Yes.
Again, I said this on my last video. It was the follow-up. It was, well, you wouldn't know that about him, would you? That's what made people like, wait a minute, hold up.
Yeah.
So, and then here's the thing, too. That leads us to the whole thing with the way Snoop responded. That started a whole big old controversy about, do black men support black women? Like, they quick to call us bees and hoes and all kind of names, but most black women, if you think about it, we do go to the mat for black men. Like, we'll be like, nah, don't, your grandmama, your mama, your aunts, all of them, they will swing for you. But do we get that same kind of swing back from black men? Now, I know that it's getting better. There are more black men who are understanding that, and they're taking ownership of that, and they're starting to say, you know what? We don't support black women like we should. And so I know that there are a lot of black men. I'm not talking to the ones out there that don't, but it is there is still a stigma in our country with black men publicly supporting black women. So that's my whole thing on it. And not calling us bees and hoes and all kind of names and coming at us like that. So I agree. I think he saw somebody probably got in his ear and probably said, look, we understand what you're saying, but leave that at the cookout. Leave all that talking about her and dogging her out and all that. Leave that at the cookout.
Let's use our platforms that we are given to hopefully speak positive and present positivity. Do those as private moments. On one-on-ones, call her up and say, you know what, you were wrong.
Yeah, he could have called Gail up himself and cussed her out on the phone.
Another black woman that's just making me mad and blah, blah, blah. But not in social media. Not, because that's feeding that message all the time that we don't support each other.
Right.
Yeah.
So two wrongs don't make a right.
Exactly.
That's kind of like two wrongs don't make a right.
Fire with fire.
Yeah, but I don't hate him for doing it because, again, that was his first initial response. And just like when people come at me or whatever, look, I can't promise you what my first initial response is because I go from 0 to 100. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right? My mother tell you. My mother said, "Oh yes." No, she didn't.
Oh
no.
yes.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh,
with the extra commentary.
I wanted to add. I think too. People were. I'm not speaking for everyone, but I know for me, people were getting a little tired of Oprah and Gail bringing out black men and speaking the negative, even with their interviews, like Oprah wanting to do backlash on Michael Jackson. He's dead. Why are you bringing up the people that he supposedly had molested, whatever? And then, of course, Gail had that big interview with R. Kelly. And then now with the whole thing with Kobe Bryant, who has passed away.
Right.
So it looked like they were, unfortunately, it may not be the truth, but it looked to us that they were all after black men that did something right. Bill Cosby, if they could do him.
And he had a
Smollett,
nerve.
if they could do him.
Speaking of Bill Cosby, he had the nerve to tweet from jail. Yeah, Snoop. Yeah, you right, Snoop. Get her. I'm just paraphrasing. You know Bill Cosby don't talk like that. But yeah, get her, Snoop.
Yeah.
They did that to me.
Yeah.
Nah, Negro. You did that to you. Dropping pills in women's drinks did that to you.
But I guess the point is,
R. Kelly bringing over 13-year-old girls brought that, did that to you. But the problem is, why is it every story?
Yes.
It's some other dudes doing stuff out there that's not black.
You know, it's so sad though, because a lot of our media, we're happy that we have brown people represented in media now, in all forms. You want, dang, if a sister gonna do the story, can't she do it on some other person instead of a black man again? It's just like, after a while, you get kind of tired of seeing news media being a black woman doing a story on a negative black man. It's like, they all can't be positive stories like Obama, but if there's a negative, like O.J. Simpson, yeah, he may have done it, whatever. But why it has to be a sister doing it?
Has OJ come out and said anything? I'm surprised he ain't said it.
I don't think he has. He's been quiet lately. Little OJ is knowing, hopefully, to shut up now.
I'm surprised OJ came out and said nothing. I am shocked. Because normally he'll jump in, the juice will jump in when it's stuff like this going on. Even he know not to say nothing.
Yeah.
But so basically, and then I was going to talk about the stripper who fell 15 feet off of the pole. That one. There was a stripper and she dances, you know, of course, and she went 15 feet up into the air on the pole and she fell. And even though she broke her jaw and all that, she was still twerking still working.
You're kidding.
She was still working. So they was like, she wins the employee of the year. Because we was talking about all of us, if we just get a paper cut, I'm going home. I mean, I have my own business now. I'm not at a company no more, but she definitely wins. I'm
trying to figure out 15. How high does the pole go?
They have poles that are even higher than that.
Oh my God!
They have poles that's up to 30 feet.
How did she fall though? Does she have?
She just slipped.
Twist away, right? And
she just slipped. She slipped and she fell
on that pole again.
So she's gonna be on Wendy Williams' show.
Has people probably been doing backlash because of because of the job itself?
I think people
she don't need to be doing it anyway.
I think people. What kind of face was that?
It was like a.
What in the world?
It was a facial to those comments that could be negative.
Oh. My thing
is, what are those little faces?
A meme or something? Emoji. My thing is, people are different now. At least I see. People are different now with strippers, because I think people, and some of that is because Cardi B kind of made it where people see strippers as, okay, well, you getting your money and
you do what you gotta do.
You doing what you need to do until you know. But I feel like, again, I don't bother nobody. I don't get in nobody's life. I don't mess with people and what they do, and I don't have people bother me and what I do. And if you do, just be ready for the backlash. That's all I'm saying. Be ready for the person to say something back to you. Was there anything else in the news other than Jussie Smollett?
The thing with Jussie, it's just unfortunate. I wish they just leave it alone. Really, just leave it alone. I think if they really find some information, okay, granted. But why now? When Kim is running for re-election, why you pick the time frame now?
That's why.
You could have done it 2 months ago, 3 months ago. That's my question. What is the motive?
And as if there's not enough stuff going on in Chicago that they need to be
dude alone. Who cares if he was lying or not? Really? And then the sad thing about it, at the time he was having that whole situation, look at our fire chief. He was caught lying himself.
The police chief?
What's his name? The man that got let go by the mayor.
The police chief.
So it's almost like what you hear in the Bible, get the beam out your eye before you point at somebody else. You pointing and they point back at you. We have to be careful with that, because I think there's such a problem with hypocrisy from commander-in-chief on down.
Speaking about
with hypocrisy.
Speaking of Orange Nixon.
Oh,
Orange Nixon is a liar.
Yeah. Oh, my mother said Orange Nixon is a liar.
And it's becoming like common to be hypocrisy. You have that going on in your life, but you lock her up. Lock her up. And dude is in jail now. Yeah. See, we got to be careful with hypocrisy. Make sure, if we need to just shut up, because a lot of us got some stuff still going on in our closets and other areas. But the whole thing with the Smollett thing, I'm like, just leave him alone. Just let it go. He's being indicted now. They really coming after him. Wow. Get another man down, another black man down. But my thing is, what's the motive? Is there pure, true motives for coming at this guy? If they really want to get a clean investigation, if Kim, whatever's done in the dark, I always feel with anybody's life, Christian, unsaved, any religion, non-religion, what you do in the dark is eventually going to come to light, and we're all going to be like, oh, my goodness. But that's how I feel with the Smollett thing. It's just let it go. Let it go.
In the words of Frozen, let it go.
Okay.
The new Frozen. So yeah, that's pretty much a take. It's too much to type. Again, when I don't want to do all that typing, I just go live on my Woods Report, and then I just give my feedback. So you can let me know what y'all think. This is what I think about, what's going on and everything. And hopefully, I'm sure it'll be some more news that'll pop up every day that I'm going to have some opinion on. And then I'll just give y'all my opinion, whether y'all, want to hear it or not. You on my page, so... That's the other thing, too. People be like, don't nobody care what you think, and then, nigga, you on my page!
Why they gotta be the N-word?
Negro.
Okay.
I say nigga, sorry.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Negro, you on my page!
To help her clean up some...
She don't say nigga, I say nigga, sorry.
I say Negro.
I say nigga.
I gotta be really mad to call you that.
No. And Lenore don't cuss either.
I try not to.
She don't cuss. I cuss. I will cuss you out in 20 languages.
Yeah, we still
I don't cuss a lot. It's not often that you will hear me.
Praying for each other, I should say, because I ain't perfect either.
Yeah, pray for your mama.
Ooh, stop. Ma, you heard that?
She said, oh, shut up in the back. My mother said, oh, shut up. My mother, let me tell you something. I talk about my mother be right here. Like, I'll be like, tell your mama I said blah, 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 and my mother be sitting right there.
Oh, Kim, you're a mess.
Because when you say that, it's not your person's real mother. It's just a joke.
Justify it.
Like when my grandmother was here, I'd tell my mother, your mama. And my grandmother be sitting right there. It's like, I ain't talking about you, grandma. It's just a fake thing. Like, you tell your mama I said blah, blah, blah. So it's just a stand. But anyway, like I said, if don't come on somebody's page and be like, why you giving your opinion? You on my page.
Yeah. They can turn, they can shut it off.
You on my page. So I'm gonna give my opinion. Okay. Y'all better be glad I got a small platform. Can you imagine if I was on major television? Y'all would really be hating me then. But that's the latest. That's the most recent thoughts that I have on what's going on. So I know. All right, guys. Talk to you later.